entity resolution and machine learning. Let's just talk about that briefly. Now, when I say machine learning, I mean learning through experience about the data that's happening, the data that's arriving, or the data that one has in its reference set. But first, let me say this. Why would you want your machine to have to learn Dick, Dickey, Richie, Ricardo are the same name family? Or Elizabeth and Beth? Or all the spellings of Mohamed? Well, that would be wasteful. Some methods of entity resolution require you to teach things like that. You're not going to want to do that. So one of the things we do at Senzing is we come out of the box with a already statistically learned name library comparison function that's culturally aware. So it does out-of-the-box great name matching. Similarly, you could either try to teach a machine with probably too limited of data how to parse addresses from around the world, or why don't you use our enhanced libpostal open source address parser, which has been machine learned off of hundreds of millions of records already before you even get the system. So even if you only have 1 million records, that's not enough information to be machine learned to cause any great entity resolution. So out of the box, Senzing comes with some pre-built knowledge that's baked in, and then on top of that, it's learning in real time. What kind of learning in real time? An example would be passport numbers. Let's say passport numbers are pretty distinct. But what if a passport number 54321 starts appearing? And a lot of people have the same number because some lazy operator somewhere is typing it in. Senzing learns that in real time and then does two things. One, it goes, hey, 20 people have the same passport number. Passport numbers are pretty good, not this one. Let's stop using this passport number as an important match value going forward. That's part one. And part two, it says, wow, now that I know that that passport number is no good, maybe I'll look in the past and see if I've made any decisions incorrectly now that I know this. And so Senzing's correcting the past based on statistics it's learning going forward in time. The second thing that we do in real-time learning is local learning. We might learn that somebody has a nickname Rick. You know, maybe their name's Ken, but they've been going by Rick. The moment it learns that they also go by the name Rick, it goes, wow, well, now that I know that, you know, this person also has the nickname Rick, would I have made any decisions differently? You might say, oh yeah, these other two records are actually part of the same entity. And those are a couple of examples of real-time learning. When you go to deploy entity resolution, you're going to really want to make sure it's self-correcting, self-tuning, self-learning. Otherwise, you're going to be struggling with, do you have enough data, and how long, how many years do you want to spend training your system? Senzing is going to help you deliver accurate results out of the box and only get better over time in a way that you're not going to experience with any other entity resolution technology.